this P32 is radio-labeled molecule and it is attached with the DNA molecule, and S35 radio-labeled active molecule was attached with protein molecules. Why this P32 is only attached with DNA but not with the protein, and why only S35 is attached with protein but not with DNA? The question arises. So for this, the reason is, as DNA is made up of phosphodiester bond, so it is having phosphate backbone. So phosphate is used to radio-label the DNA backbone phosphate. The radioactive the P32 is radio-labeled with your backbone phosphodiester bond, and proteins contain sulfur bond. So S35 is radio-labeled with this sulfur is radio-labeled with S35 in the protein. So coming to the structure of bacteriophage. So this is the structure of bacteriophage. This is your phase DNA, and this is the outer protein core, and this is the spike plate, and these are the plate spikes. Now this is the neck, and this is the collar. This is the outer protein core. So this outer protein core is radio-labeled with S35. This is the outer protein core, and this is your phase DNA. This phase DNA is radio-labeled with P32. Right. Now, how this particular, after labeling, again the question arises, how DNA acts as only DNA acts as a genetic information carrier but not your protein molecules. So again, for instance, you can take only one bacteriophage and you can radio-label this bacteriophage with protein S35 of this particular bacteriophage and P32 of bacterial DNA with this one particular bacteriophage. Or else you can take another phase molecule and in order to avoid any kind of confusion, this is the first bacteriophage and this is the second bacteriophage. You can take to the first bacteriophage, you can radio-label this bacteriophage DNA with P32, and to the second bacteriophage, you can radio-label with S35. So here this is normal protein molecule and this is radio-labeled outer protein molecule, and this is normal phase DNA and this is radio-labeled with P32 DNA, phase DNA molecule. So now if you go with the lytic cycle, there are 4 phases. First phase is attachment or adsorption. Next is penetration. Next is synthesis of metabolites. Next is lysis. These are the 4 steps to study whether to get an experimental proof that only your DNA acts as a genetic information carrier but not your protein molecule. Coming to the first step, adsorption. What happens in adsorption? In adsorption, first the phase molecules are left for infection with bacteria. This is the adsorption phase, means attachment, adsorption or attachment. This phase molecules will try and will go to attach or to adsorb with the outer bacterial cell of the bacteria, cell wall of the bacteria. So this is called adsorption. And this is phase 1 bacteria labeled with P32, and one more phase 2 bacteria. Here it is radio labeled with S35. Got it? So this is normal protein and this is radio labeled outer protein. protein code. And this is radio-labeled phase DNA, and this is not radio-labeled with phase DNA. This phase DNA is normal phase DNA. This is radio-labeled phase DNA, and this is radio-labeled outer protein code, and this is normal outer protein code. So this is your chromosomal DNA, and this is your plasmid. This is your bacteria. And this is chromosomal DNA, and this is chromosomal DNA. Enough. This is bacteria cell. So this is the first step, that is adsorption or attachment. Here, with the help of the spikes, phase molecule, the first phase molecule. This is your first phase molecule. See, this is your first phase molecule. Here, the phase DNA is, as I said earlier, this is radio-labeled with P32. This is your first phase DNA, and this phase molecule, and this is the second phase molecule. Here, the outer protein code is radio-labeled with S35. Now, both of them are left for infection with the bacteria. So, this is your first phase, and this is your second phase DNA. Both of them are getting infected. They are into this lytic cycle. So, the first step is adsorption or attachment. They have gone through to attach with your bacteria. So, this is the first step of your lytic cycle. Now, coming to the second step, that is penetration. Now coming to penetration. Penetration is with the help of this spike. Here what happens? The injected DNA molecule, the DNA phase DNA molecule is being injected into the bacteria cell with the help of pressure, with the help of spring pressure from this phase DNA to bacterial, inside to the bacterial cell. This phase DNA molecule is being penetrated. Next, the same step is observed with the phase 2 DNA also. Again, I am repeating, this is radio labeled. You can see this is radio labeled, and here the outer protein molecule is radio labeled. So, in penetration, the radio labeled P32 DNA molecule of first phase DNA is being entered into the bacterial cell, and the normal phase DNA of the second phase is being entered into your bacterial cell, but not the protein code is not being entered in both the two phases. Not the protein is being entered, only the phase DNA is entering into the bacterial cell. So this is penetration. So penetrate enzyme, what happens? They will form on it, and this particular DNA, phase DNA, will enter into your bacterial cell. So this phase DNA is radio labeled, and this phase DNA is not radio labeled. Next is synthesis. So next, coming to the synthesis step, what happens? Totally your radio labeled P32 of first phase DNA molecule is entered. So this is your phase DNA P32 is entered, and it is being metabolized. See, synthesis or metabolism phase. Here the entered penetrated phase DNA molecule of P32 and radio labeled with P32 of phase 1 is completely entered into your bacterial cell, and it is getting metabolized, or it is being synthesized to get further metabolism in order to synthesize further bacterial phase cells, right? So again the same thing happened with your phase 2 DNA molecule also. This is also has totally entered, and it is also being getting metabolized with the bacterial cell, and this is normal DNA. Did you get me? Next, this is radio labeled, and this is normal DNA. This is phase 2, and the outer protein coats are left, so this is known as host. So the outer protein coat without phase DNA is known as empty protein coat are known as host. So this S35, the outer protein coat S35 has not entered into your bacteria bacterial cell, only the phase DNA has entered and this radiolabeled S35 is left outside. The same thing with your phase 1 also. This is a normal protein molecule which is not entered into your bacterial cell and it is left outside. This is called host and they are left outside. So the phase without phase DNA, they are known as host. So this is called synthesis or metabolism phase. Next, lysis. Next in the lysis step, what happens? The phase 1 DNA molecule, radiolabeled DNA molecule and the phase 2 normal DNA molecule will easily get metabolized in the third step, and in coming to the fourth step, there is a lysis of the bacterial cell and small bacteriophage molecules are synthesized, and these bacteriophage molecules contains only the S35 molecules but not your only the P32 DNA molecule but not your S35 protein molecules, because they are left outside. Only your radiolabeled DNA P32 has easily entered into your bacterial cell. This is bacterial cell combined with phase 1 DNA and phase 2 DNA molecule. So phase 1 contains radiolabel and this radiolabel has easily entered into your small of your bacteriophage molecules. So this is nothing but lysis. So from this replication of the bacteriophage, bacteriophage here easily it indicates that only your P32 radiolabeled DNA molecule is being easily entered, is being easily transformed from one generation to another generation, but not your outer protein core protein molecule S35 is not present anywhere. When these particular phase DNA molecules, bacteriophage DNA molecules are observed under electrogram, then you can see some scintillations of containing P32 DNA molecule but not your S35 protein molecules. So this easily indicates that only your P32 DNA molecule, that is your DNA molecule, acts as a genetic information carrier from one generation to another generation but not your protein molecule. So this is transduction. See, once again I am repeating, transduction experiment was first introduced by Hershey and Chase. Hershey and Chase, they have taken phase molecules, two phase molecules. First phase molecule they have radiolabeled the phase 1 of with P32 DNA molecule and the second phase with S35 outer protein core. So this is a normal protein for the for phase 1 and radiolabeled P32 DNA molecule, and coming to the phase 2, radiolabeled outer protein coat is there but your normal DNA is present in the phase 2. When they are left for infection with the bacterial cell, in the first step in the adsorption, both the phases have gone through and attached or adsorbed with the bacterial outer cell wall and with their spikes. In the second step, with the help in the penetration, with the help of penetrating, then what happens? The radiolabeled DNA molecule in the phase 1 and the normal DNA molecule of the phase 2 both get integrated into the bacterial cell, and in the second step, in the third step, what happens? Both of the phase outer protein cores are left outside, they are known as host, and the left phase 1 DNA which is labeled with P32 and the phase 2 which is a normal DNA get metabolized with the bacterial chromosome. And in the fourth step, that is lysis, newly formed bacteriophage cells are produced which are having only P32 radiolabeled DNA but not your S35. In the second step itself, you have seen in the second and the third step, the protein cores is left outside, that is known as host, without nucleic acid, without DNA in the phase molecule, that is only protein core is left, that is called host, and that is left outside the radiolabeled S35 but only your P32 has entered into your bacterial cell. So this indicates not only indicates that strongly gives evidence that only your DNA molecule acts as a genetic information carrier from one generation to another generation but not your protein molecules. Thank you. So in the next class we will be studying about replication, enzymes involved in replication, prokaryotic replication.